Hey my friend, welcome to your chordal guitar lesson of the week. Today I'm going to show you how you can take the 4-chord song, the 4 chords we always hear on the radio or on pop songs, and make something magical with it. The idea for this lesson comes from my recent ambient sketch that I posted a few days ago. I believe it's ambient sketch number 93. And when I wanted to write this song, I had a melody to start with in my head, which I found on my guitar. It goes like this. Beautiful melody, and when I try to find the chords that go underneath, when I try to harmonize it, this is what I got. Oh no, this is exactly the 4-chord songs that we can't stand hearing anymore. Those ones, right? Unoriginal, heard hundreds of times, but in my case the melody screamed for that harmonization. So instead of just scrapping that song and putting it in the trash, I opted to work more on the chord progression so it could become more unique. So I'm going to show you a few guidelines on how you can make a bland chord progression like this better if you want to harmonize your melodies. So first of all, I'm going to play the whole chord progression, and I'm going to write some tabs so you can learn it if you want, and I'm going to show you what I did with it. So it goes like this. So this is my harmonization of my song. So I have 4 principles that I used here to make it more interesting. I used extensions on the chord. I used inversions. I played different voicings for some of the chords, and I made my chord progression longer to bring it elsewhere. So if we look at each of the chords of this progression, we start with a D major chord here. So I'm already using a different voicing for this chord. So usually it's there or like this, but I played it with an open string and 2 frets on the 7th fret. So it helps to play my melody and have the bass note resonate at the same time. The second chord is like this. So it's basically an A major chord, but I added an inversion to this chord. So instead of playing an A major like this, I play it like this. So your index on the 4th fret of the 5th string, then the pinky on the 7th fret of the 4th string, and then an E note on the 2nd string, 5th fret. So it's basically an inverted spread triad on A. So when I play this, it allows me to have a bass line that goes like this. That is very smooth and descending just like that. So using inversions can help you play the same chords but make them sound just a little bit different. Then I played this chord. And this chord is really interesting. This is an Ad9 chord on G, what we also call mu major chord from Steely Dan. I have a lesson on it if you want to listen to it. But basically, I take a G major chord. I strip down the chord to its essential, so I'm just playing my middle finger on the 3rd fret, 6th string. and I play the middle strings open, so the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. So I still have a complete G chord, but now I have my index to add extension. So in this case, I'm playing the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, which adds a nice color. So we are very far from, it's like a nice little color here. Then I play a E minor chord. So I made my chord progression longer. Instead of repeating D, A, B minor, G all over the place like this, I opted to make my chord progression twice as long, and especially the 5th chord that happens is an E minor chord. So it's a new chord that we have never heard in my progression at this point. So it adds something new and it brings the chord progression somewhere else, which many of the pop songs do not do on the radio, right? So I'm playing this chord, and then I play a G again, but with a new extension. So this one is a major 7 chord. So what I really like by using this G voicing here of just one note on the 3rd string, the 3rd fret 6th string, sorry, and all the open strings, is that your index can play any note on the 2nd fret and it's going to create awesome extensions. So if you play it on the 1st string, this is a major 7 chord. If you play it on the 2nd string, it adds a sharp 11. If you're playing on the 3rd string like I did on my 1st chord, it's an Ad 9. And you can play it on the 4th string also to add a 13 or a 6th. So it's really beautiful to use them. Really cool. And then I slide to a beautiful B minor 9 chord with the 9 added on top as the melody. So then I play an arpeggio as my melody. So the melody ends up being the 9th, the flat 7th, or the minor 7th, and the 5th. So the melody is super colorful. 9, 7, 5. Super colorful melody to go with it. And then I play a different voicing of my A chord, which goes like this. So I play my open 5th string, and then I play my index on the 3rd string 6th fret, and the 10th fret on the 2nd string. And then I create a sus4 with it by sliding my index upwards. And I use my middle finger here to make it even a sus4 with a flat 7. When I play this chord, it really wants to resolve back to D, which is my home key, right? So I have A sus4, A sus4 7, and we want to go there. So it's a great way to come back to your main chord of your key. So you see, I did many things in this progression. I added cool extensions. I added inversions of the chords. I played different voicings on the D, on the A. I added tensions even, and I made my chord progression longer by introducing a chord that we've never heard before so that it goes somewhere else instead of repeating it again and again. There's nothing wrong in repeating your chord progressions, but when you have something unoriginal like this, you better do something different with it or it's just going to sound like everything else. So keep those guidelines in mind. If ever you have a melody in your head and the chords that go with it are uninspiring, you can still work on it with these principles. And it's going to be that for everything. Extensions, inversions, voicings, and longer chord progressions. Thank you for watching my lesson. I hope you will have some fun learning this song and play it for yourself, you can come back to the tablature section of this video. And if you like it, you should consider joining my website on my free mini course. The base of many chords I'm showing you in this song are spread triads, like this inversion here. And I show them to you in my free mini course on my website. So if you learn these chords, you could write some music like I showed you today. So click on the first link in the description box and sign up for my free mini course. It's my gift to you. It's my pleasure. So thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and until next time, au revoir.